Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. And we're coming to you from the Grand Hotel, and we're here for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. And venture capitalist Chris Rizik always joins us. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. It's always great to see you here.
Well, it's good to see you. And there's money, there's progress, there's politicians, there's business people. Where would you rather be today?
There's no place better than this right now.
Isn't it amazing what takes place?
The number of people you get a chance to talk to here that it would take you weeks somewhere else to set up a time and all that, and you just run into them in the hall.
No, you're absolutely right. Hey, explain to everybody your venture capital fund and how it's really pretty unique.
Yeah, so I started and I'm managing partner of Renaissance Venture Capital. We are a fund of funds, which means we don't invest in startups. We invest in venture capital funds, but we invest in funds around the country under the condition that they come to Michigan and look at Michigan startups. So, of course, we're investing for venture capital returns, but the other element is we're trying to attract venture capital to really grow the startup ecosystem here.
You are also our biggest financial lure.
That it helps when you're investing in funds, they'd like to come and visit you.
No,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. So how's the progress gone?
Michigan has continued to grow very nicely. Um, we've moved from really what I would call a third tier state to one that's just like right on the edge right now. For 5 years, we were the fastest growing state for venture capital in the country, and we've held on even as some of the rest of the country has kind of gone backwards in the last couple of years.
Yeah, there was a time when we were a venture capital desert,
Mhm.
and then we were the land of opportunity for a while there, and things got really hot. We work a lot, of course, with the Venture Capital Association, and to see their progress as well. And you're right, we're holding our own, which is really good.
Yes, I mean it used to be when I first started Renaissance, it was tough to get a venture fund from Boston or Silicon Valley to come here. Now they're coming here regularly, and we've had enough big successes that folks want to be part of that.
Yeah. First lunch I had was when Berengia came and their representative, and I thought, why are you guys here, right? Because they were from Silicon Valley, basically. But he said that phrase. We think it's the land of opportunity. So what's the next stage for you guys?
Well, so we always do this
Mhm.
big undemo day event where we bring in all these VCs. We'll get 200 to 300 VCs to come from around the country. And then we go to the universities and the accelerators, et cetera. We find the best startups in Michigan and we run essentially a fantasy draft to set up these one-on-one meetings. And we'll, in a day at Ford Field, we'll have 500 to 700 one-on-one meetings. And it's worked. We've attracted about $3 billion to Michigan to startups here, and it just continues to grow.
It really, the process is pretty unbelievable, and the fact that you have lured them here has been a real financial economic impetus, I guess, for the state of Michigan. You're used to out soliciting funds, so you have more to spread.
Every few years we do it. Right now we're fortunate. We've got the money we need for right now to be investing. So I'm glad to not be out fundraising because it's a tough time.
Yeah.
I'm here at Mackinac with the normal stuff, but also wanting to make sure the legislators know um, there's some proposals out there that could really hurt the entrepreneurship community, including some pretty big cutbacks in state support of entrepreneurship, like down to zero.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to make sure that we're giving the message, while it doesn't affect me directly, wow, it's going to affect all of us if the universities aren't commercializing and if startups can't get the help they need.
Chris, do you have a certain type of venture capital fund you're like technology based or anything like that?
We do just about everything. We're trying to create a portfolio. So we have a lot of healthcare, we have a lot of tech. Increasingly, of course, AI is playing a big role in everything, and it's changing the whole landscape. But we're trying to create a portfolio so that if you're in a period where healthcare is down, well, hopefully your tech is up. And so we give our investors the opportunity to be able to handle long-term changes in markets.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys have done a phenomenal job of that, and you have had some pretty good successes. I know you guys were early on in Moderna.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. That was a once in a career sort of
yeah,
success.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it really hits there. What is the percentage of successes these days for venture capitalists? I mean, it used to be, we know we jump into 10 or 15 of these, and one of them will hit and finance the 14 failures.
Yeah, we don't look at it by numbers. We look at it more by dollars.
Ah,
And so if a venture fund, if 5 out of 10 fail, well, if they didn't put much money in them, you don't care.
yeah,
And so the question is, everybody puts a little bit of money in, but then you continue to put money in. Hopefully, you're continuing to put money in the winners. So I would say from a dollar standpoint, if a fund has 25% that of dollars go into losses, that's not bad.
yeah.
But but it's still true that a couple winners make everything work out.
Wow, you do a great job. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Great seeing you again, Chris, and good luck with your other interviews.
Thank you. Chris Rizik, CEO of Renaissance Venture Capital. And you are in the Grand Hotel right now because we are here for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be right back on the Michigan Business Beat.